Alright guys, what is going on? So, before I do anything, I want to say welcome to 2011. This will be a kind of a boring year, to be honest. I was looking at it, I'm like, 2010 was great because it was 20 and 10. 2010, like a solid number, you know? Just like 2000 was probably amazing. I don't remember when we hit 2000. I can't remember what I did on New Year's Eve. I don't remember. I don't care. It's bullshit. But 2011, bleh. 2012 will be great because of all the we're ending in, world's gonna end in 2012, and it's not really going to, but we have to prove them wrong. Then I was wondering what would happen if the world really did end in 2012. That would suck. But before I get anyone going crazy, so 2011, I'm actually recording this right now before 2011, but I'm not gonna upload it until 2011. I might not even be done until 2011. I don't know. This is gonna be a long fucking review, because you know what? I fucking deserve it. I fucking deserve to do this video. I've been trying to do this video. I feel like I've done this video. I probably have done this video. I don't know if I have this up or not. Maybe I do. You guys can find it for me. See if I have a Halo Reach, review or anything. If I do, well, congrats, you're getting a better one. So I've actually put this all in WordPad. Not like, what I'm saying right now, but I put everything that I want to talk about because I have to. So, I actually gotta switch. I think I gotta put Legendary at the top, as with Campaign. I've got it all written down anyway. So, let's delve and dive and dove and what other D word you can think of into this video. So, Campaign. What can you say about it? You can say a lot of shit about it. So, when I first got this game, first I did my unboxing video, which, by the way, I know someone's going to point out, I'll point out for you, I do not have an unboxing video for this game. The reason being is because I did it, and in the middle of it, I was like, you know what? I could be fucking playing this game, but instead I'm unboxing shit. But it doesn't matter. I actually have it. I think it's on the laptop still. So if someone remind me, and I might actually upload that video. It's an old fucking video by now. I think it's still on the laptop though. I think I just had to transfer it over and upload it. It's kind of a big video too. Not like just megabyte. Yeah. Anyway. Campaign. What can you say about it? Like I said, when I popped it in, and I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not a fucking retard. I'm not a fucking dumbass. When you get a new game, if it's got campaign and it's got multiplayer, you go to fucking campaign first, unless you're an idiot. All the people that they just get new games to play online, the people that just move from game to game, they're the dumbasses. They're the ones that they get Reach, they go to multiplayer, they play it, they get bored, they go to Call of Duty, they play it online, they get bored, blah blah blah. No, a true fucking fan goes to campaign, so that's what I did. And I decided, you know what, Legendary is supposed to be a challenge. Hell, there's a fucking, there's that achievement for just doing it solo. It's supposed to be a challenge. Normal mode, to me, since I'm a better gamer than I was back when Halo 1 came out, and Halo 2 and Halo 3, I'm a better gamer. I'm better at FPS games. So I went on Heroic. And I played that shit for, 7, 8, 9 hours straight? And I didn't even beat it on Heroic. I got to the last fucking level, Pillar of Autumn, and I did not beat it on Heroic. It was too fucking hard. I was getting pissed off, so I went to normal mode and beat the shit out of it, and I was happy. But anyway, I'm ranting. I know. It's going to be a long video, I told you. If you don't want to, it's going to be long. So, campaign. So, I'm going to just say this straight off, because you know what? Rooster Teeth's right. This game is beautiful. I mean, and Rooster Teeth's got a comic where, I want to say it's Jeff maybe it was Gus and Jeff, I don't remember. There's two of them though, and you got one of them shooting like crazy. He's like, God, I need back. And he's like, what are you doing? And then you got, I want to say it's Gus. He's just like staring because there's like a rainbow in the background, and it's just so pretty. He's like, it's so beautiful. He's like, dude, we gotta fight this shit. And he's like, oh wait. And they're like both standing there like, oh man, it is beautiful. Isn't there a war going on? I don't know. And they're right. This game is just amazing. It is. And You know what, I'll admit it. I'm a fucking fanboy. I am. I loved Halo 1. I loved Halo 2. I loved Halo 3. I love ODST. I hate Halo Wars because you know what? That one of the ones was even made by Bungie. Bungie Halo games are awesome. Any other Halo game sucks. Halo Wars can go suck a dick. It's an RTS, but we're getting off the subject. So the campaign itself, it's not supposed to be like original or anything, so hopefully people don't be like, oh, it's not original at all. It's not supposed to be. It's like the 5th goddamn Halo game, dude. If you don't know the story by now, you're an idiot. Or you've just never played a Halo game. No, basically, if you don't know the story, and that's actually my next thing under campaign, so let's just stick to the campaign for a second here. I'm trying to keep myself on track here. This is hard. So campaign itself, it's, like I said, it's amazing. First off, with Halo 3, to get the skulls, I'm pretty sure you had to actually collect them all. And I remember doing that in Halo 3. I was like, okay, I want to get all the skulls, so you had to go and find them all. In Halo Reach, they're all unlocked. I think ODST did this as well. They're just all there. You can turn them on and off at will, and so that's awesome. That's just awesome. But anyway, so the campaign, it's just great. I mean, that's all there is to it. So let's move on. There's not much really to say about it. I mean, let's just move on to the story. The story is, again, it's the story of Reach. So you're basically called in because something's wrong with the communications, I think. It's been a while since I actually listened to the story. And they think it's the rebels, because for some reason rebels like to fuck with communications, I guess. I don't know. And we get in, and boom, we find out that the fucking Covenant are on Reach, and we're just like, holy shit. So the end of the first one, which is called Winter Contingency, for a reason, basically find out that Covenant are on Reach. And so the rest of it is basically, the rest of the game is basically, first you try to defend Reach. You know, if we had the ability to stop the Covenant invasion and get them to fuck away from Reach, we would have done it. You know, if we could have tossed a nuke out into space and just went boom and killed all of them, we would have done it. Maybe. Sadly, that's not what happens. Basically, first we're trying to defend, but it gets to the point where we are losing. So, now we're trying to evacuate. I think they started evacuating at the beginning. Did they? I know we're defending, and maybe it's just we're trying to defend, and then when we realize we need to evac, we start evacing. And it gets to the point where the Covenant are just raping us. I mean, that's all there is to it. And, one by one, Long Night of Solus starts this part. Long Night of Solus starts the deaths of the characters. Long Night of Solus, goodbye George. And then, of course, there's the whole controversy of, oh, George may not be dead, the whole slip space thing, he could have just been teleported somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I'm going with George is dead. It sucks. Okay, sorry, he's missing in action, bullshit, whatever. George is gone. He dies first. Goodbye, George. And honestly, and I'll admit it here because if you're a man, you can admit this. When George did the whole, and I'll admit I laughed at this part too because it's like, he's just been good to me, blah blah. He's like, don't deny me this, and he just lifts you up and he tosses you out the ship. And so I was laughing when he lifts me up, and then when he tossed me out, and it's like you're just falling to the planet, and you watch as the ship basically collapses into itself or whatever. And I cried a little bit because George was awesome. So, after Long Night of Solus is what? Exodus? And is it this one that? Maybe. Anyway, I'm trying to think if this is the one where Kat dies. I want to say, no, that's New Alexandria. Who dies in Exodus? I don't think anyone does, actually. Nope. That's just the one where we find out that George, or where the rest of the team finds out that George died. So anyway, so Exodus is, going into the city, helping defend, blah blah blah. And I think this is where we start. Yeah, this is where we start just helping evac because the Covenant are everywhere. Then New Alexandria again is just helping people evac, and this is where Kat dies. Thank you God. I'll get into characters later, but the first time I saw Kat die, I laughed. You couldn't. I'm sorry. It was the funniest of all of them. It was. I mean, it was just. The best part is that it was in the middle of her talking, because she's just pissed at. Because she's like, it's like, where does Colonel Holland get off? And I was just like, yes. Right in the middle of her talking. I was so happy. Even the Covenant were pissed off. Like, I mean, they probably heard her talking, and they're just like, God damn, I'm gonna shut her up. Ow. So thank you, Covenant, for shutting her up. So anyway, so I did not cry at Kat's death. I was happy. So moving on. So now we're at, let's see, New Alexandria goes to, I want to say the package? That sounds right, yeah. Package. Wow, that far into it. So the package, we are just basically, we're being told to go back to Sword Base, which was where we were at in the second level. And, we're like, what the fuck, why are we going back there? Covenant fucking owned that place. We basically are told to go in there because we're being led to Catherine Halsey, or Dr. Halsey. I always thought it was Hasley. Maybe it is. No, it's Halsey. Anyway. So we're led down there, and we have to defend the goddamn place. By the time we get all the way down there, then we have to defend the fucking place for like half a fucking hour. It is a long, grueling process. So we have to defend the place. And then we, end of the level is basically getting inside and finding out that the thing that she's been doing is, I can't remember, something about, she's giving information to Cortana, and this is where it kind of screws with the books a little bit, because the Pillar of Autumn is on reach when it's falling, but it wasn't supposed to be, or something stupid like that. I can't remember the books completely right now, but, because, my first thought was, how can Cortana be there? She's supposed to be on the ship at this point, and it's basically that it's a part of Cortana. But anyway, if I recall, the thing that was on reach, we get the coordinates of the Halo, and that's how Cortana gets to the Halo, something like that. That's, from what I remember. Maybe it's not how it happened. I don't know. I'll have to check the wiki on this now. I'm confusing myself. But anyway, so the package is just getting the package, getting Cortana. And at this point, we still have you, obviously, Noble 6, Carter, June, the sniper, and, oh right, there was a sniping level. Forgot about that one. Sniping level isn't much, it's just, learning where the Covenant are and everything. But anyway, so we have everyone, or we have Carter, June, yourself, and Emil. And then it's during Pillar of Autumn, last level, where we have to deliver it. Carter is basically taken down, well, eventually, he drops us off when we jump out, and he just, he's taking the fire for a while, and then we see a Scarab, he crashes into the Scarab, we get to the end, or, by the way, June left to escort Dr. Halsey. We'd never hear from him again that we know of, so everyone can just speculate what happens to him. I don't give a shit. And then while Emil's trying to help out, he's trying to keep the ships off, we just jump at him, kill him, and so we have to take the gun, so we hand off Cortana, and we go and take the Mac gun, where we, protect the ship, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, if you do continue and go to Lone Wolves, is it? The very, very last level, which isn't really a level, you basically, the end of it is dying. Basically, you're just killed off. That's all there is to it. So, the story is really just, defending shit, and then evacing, and then taking a package, which I guess leads to the Halo, blah, blah, blah. Not the most original, obviously, since it's just, continuation. It's the beginning of the end. You get the point. So, whatever. Take what you will. So, move on to the characters. Carter, the leader of the Noble team. Kat, the bitch. Let's see, is 3, I want to say 3 is June, 4 is Emil, 5 George, 6 is you. Carter, obviously being leader, and what I'm annoyed by is a lot of people are like, oh, the voice acting was terrible, blah, blah, blah. Can you show me a game where voice acting is amazing then? Because I thought the voice acting was good. I mean, Carter, he takes the position of leader. I'll admit, there were times where, like, during the package, where I was in the tank, and I'm sitting, I'm making my way towards the Tyrant guns, and Carter's just like, move it, Noble 6, come on, Noble 6, let's go, Noble 6. I'm like, dude, you just said that, you just told me to keep going 3 fucking times in 3 seconds. I'm trying. This tank isn't fucking Superman. It's not gonna move like a Flash here. I mean, let me get there. So, granted, any of the characters can annoy the fuck out of you, and they do. But they worked perfect. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're not original characters. I'm sorry, but at this point,